The Young and the Restless spoilers say that fans are going to have to fasten up their seatbelts because this is going to be another action-packed week for our favorite residents of this fictional town of Genoa City. Keep reading below for everything you need to know. The Young and the Restless spoilers for the week beginning Monday, February 10th. According to the latest edition of Soap Opera Digest, all of the action kicks off during the Monday, February 10th episode, when Victor stopped Kyle in his tracks in a way that he hasn't done before. Also, Victoria and Nick get together to discuss what's going on in the family. Chelsea also sets the record straight with Sharon. Moving along for the Tuesday, February 11th episode, Victor does his best to defend his actions. Also, Nate is going to struggle to reunite Amy with Damon, while Diane does her best to take matters into her own hands. By midweek, and on the Wednesday, February 12th episode, Billy and Sally take a trip to the City of Love, while Sharon gets the cold shoulder from Summer. Also, Daniel faces a very tough decision. For the Thursday, February 13th episode, Devin and Lily give Nate a warning about Damien. Also, Phyllis does her best to set boundaries while Holden reconnects with an old friend from the past. The Young and the Restless spoilers, what's next in Genoa City? And wrapping up the week for the Friday, February 14th episode, everyone can feel the love in the air as it's Valentine's Day in Genoa City. There are going to be some old flames that are revisited and new relationships are going to be explored. You won't want to miss any of this. It goes without saying that I and our fans will have to tune in each and every day to find out what will happen next. The Young and the Restless airs weekdays on the CBS network. Check your local listings for times. In the meantime, let us know what you think by leaving us a line with your thoughts in our comments section below. Also, don't forget to come back right here for all the latest news and updates on your favorite celebrities, along with the latest spoilers from The Bold and the Beautiful, The Young and the Restless, General Hospital, and Days of Our Lives. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Pulse Canvas. It's me, Julie here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. The Young and the Restless spoilers hint that Holden may blackmail Audra Charles over her scandalous past and put some shocking secrets at risk. Let's consider some new clues that Nathan Owens offered in an interview with Soda. For starters, Owens drew attention to the fact that Holden is a single, charming guy with quite the interest in alcohol. The I and R star also hinted that Holden is definitely worldly and cultured, but there is a bit of a mysterious darkness to this character that he's looking forward to tapping into even more. In other words, Holden is a sophisticated bad boy who likes booze a little too much and knows how to use his charisma to his advantage. There are good reasons to believe all of that's going to tie into a storyline relating to Audra soon enough. Holden was intrigued when he met Audra at Nate Hastings' apartment, but what if it wasn't the first time they'd crossed paths? Audra didn't seem to recognize Holden, but what if his curiosity about her stems from a glimmer of recognition on his end? At some point, Holden may realize he's indeed met Audra before or at least knew about her. Audra recently talked to Amy Lewis about her past, including her alcoholic father and her time in the art world. It makes sense to trigger some things for Audra by throwing this guy at her who potentially teeters on the edge of alcoholism himself. Owen's comment about Holden being worldly and cultured fits for someone who was involved in the art world as well, so that may be the connection here. Whatever the case, it sounds like Holden will eventually have a chance to show off his sinister side. That could force Audra into a tight spot, since 2025 preview info indicates Audra indeed has some secrets that she'd rather keep under wraps. What if Holden has dirt on Audra? Could Holden end up blackmailing Audra somewhere along the way? Even after the truth about the real Damien is exposed, Holden could find reasons to hang around Genoa City and make life difficult for Audra. It's possible Holden will pressure Audra to help him get the job Nate originally offered Damon, despite it being a ruse. Holden might even force Audra to help him win Lily Winter's heart, since there have been some hints about them becoming a couple. Regardless, Owens hinted that Holden indeed has a history with a female character in GC, so that'll set the stage for more drama. Based on our predictions, Audra's going to face some disturbing news now that Holden's in town and on the verge of causing problems. The young and the restless spoilers say Audra has a real mess ahead of her, so stay tuned for updates on all the mayhem. We'll have other great young and the restless spoilers, predictions, updates, and news to read up on, so make us your favorite Y and our hotspot. Sally had always believed in the power of love and loyalty. For years, she had placed her unwavering trust in Billy, convinced that the bond they shared was destined to weather any storm. In her eyes, Billy was not just a lover but a protector, a man who could shield her from life's hardships, and with whom she envisioned a future filled with warmth, family gatherings, and quiet moments of togetherness. Despite knowing that Billy wasn't as polished or accomplished as Adam or Nick, Sally held on to the hope that imperfections could be forgiven if love was genuine. From the beginning, Sally's heart had been an open sanctuary, a safe haven for the dream she nurtured about family, stability, and unconditional love. She imagined a life where she and Billy would build a home together, where his arms would be a fortress against the world's cruelty, and where every shared laugh would stitch together the fabric of their future. It was a fragile dream, one that she carefully constructed with every tender promise and every shared secret. Yet, beneath the surface of that tender romance, dark clouds were gathering, clouds that would soon cast a long, unforgiving shadow over everything she believed in. Billy's connection with Phyllis had always been a source of unease for Sally. At first, she dismissed it as nothing more than a close friendship, a bond forged in the fires of mutual interests and shared confidences. However, as time went on, subtle signs emerged that hinted at something more insidious. Billy and Phyllis claimed to be nothing more than partners in conversation, and perhaps in fleeting business ventures, but they were often seen together, sharing smiles and lingering glances that spoke of an intimacy far beyond mere friendship. Their constant closeness, their whispered exchanges in secluded corners, and the way they seemed to finish each other's sentences all added to a growing suspicion in Sally's mind. One fateful evening, as dusk turned to night and the quiet hum of the city filled the air outside her apartment window, Sally's worst fears were realized. Unbeknownst to Billy, she had taken to eavesdropping, listening in on the conversations that floated through the walls of their shared space. That night, her heart pounded in her chest as she heard the unmistakable sound of two voices speaking in hushed, conspiratorial tones. Billy and Phyllis were discussing something that sent shivers down her spine. The words were clear: they had officially decided to start dating. Billy's voice, tinged with hesitation and guilt, revealed that he feared Sally's inevitable fury and retribution if the truth were to come out. He was planning to distance himself slowly, to break things off with Sally without igniting a tempest of anger that he believed would destroy him completely. In that moment, every carefully laid brick of trust and hope that Sally had built began to crumble. The realization of Billy's betrayal was a bitter pill that she could neither swallow nor forget. The man she had trusted with her heart had been entangled in a toxic liaison with Phyllis, a relationship that, although cloaked in the language of partnership, had secretly blossomed into something much more damaging. As Sally stood there, hidden in the shadows, her heart shattered into 1,000 irreparable fragments. The truth hit her like a tidal wave. The dreams she had woven so delicately were now soaked in the bitter taste of deception. Overcome with a mix of anguish and fury, Sally stormed into the room where Billy sat, unaware of the storm that was about to break. The confrontation was sudden and fierce. Without a word of warning, Sally's hand shot out, delivering a resounding slap across Billy's face. The sound echoed in the silence of the room, a harsh punctuation to the years of trust that had been so callously betrayed. "You bastard!" she screamed, her voice cracking with emotion. "Get out of my life, and don't you ever show your face here again." The force of that slap was more than just physical, it was a violent shattering of the illusion Sally had so cherished. Billy's eyes widened in shock, a mixture of pain and sudden clarity dawning upon him. In that moment, the facade he had maintained crumbled completely. The reality of his actions, the betrayal he had orchestrated behind the guise of partnership with Phyllis, hit him like a thunderbolt. He saw, with painful clarity, the destruction he had wrought upon the person who had once loved him without reserve. Silence enveloped the room as Billy stood there, his cheeks still stinging from the blow. The weight of his guilt was palpable, suffusing the air with an almost unbearable heaviness. For a brief, agonizing second, Billy considered apologizing, pleading for forgiveness, confessing his remorse, and begging Sally to give him another chance. The Young and the Restless reveals the story of Ian Ward, which continues to raise questions about whether the character is truly gone forever. Ian has always been a mysterious character with shocking actions and a dramatic existence in the world of Genoa City. The latest scene in a recent episode has left viewers wondering whether Ian really ended his life in a tense confrontation, or if he could return in unexpected situations. The confrontation between Ian Ward and the Newman family at the farm is one of the most tense and emotional moments that fans will never forget. This battle is not simply a confrontation between two enemies, but also a battle between life and death, between a dark past and an ambiguous future. Ian, with his past crimes, is now facing retribution from the Newman family, a powerful family that he has caused so much suffering. Meanwhile, Victor Newman, the uncompromising boss of the family, always does everything he can to protect his loved ones. However, Ian's appearance again makes things complicated. The relationship between Victor and Ian is not new. The two have had tense confrontations in the past, but this time the battle between them is not just about ideals or power, but also about life and death. When both Ian and Victor are shot in the confrontation, viewers cannot help but worry about their fate. A dramatic action scene made the whole of Genoa City breathe a sigh of relief when the ambulance arrived and Ian was declared dead. The sense of closure seemed to be all around, especially for Nikki Newman, Sharon Newman, and Mariah Copeland, who had endured so much pain from Ian. Ian's surprise return. Although Ian Ward was declared dead in a shocking scene, fans of The Young and the Restless still couldn't believe that he would never return. In the world of Genoa City, death is never a sure thing, especially when it comes to characters like Ian. Coming back from the dead is not an uncommon occurrence on the show, as many characters have gone and then reappeared in surprising ways. From fake deaths and fake plans to unbelievable rebirths, The Young and the Restless always knows how to make viewers question whether death is the final end. Ian's return, if it happens, will not only be a shock to the Newman family, but also to everyone he has hurt. Ian has caused a lot of pain, especially to Nikki, his ex-wife, and Sharon, who has had to endure Ian's dangerous games. Furthermore, Mariah Copeland, with her complicated relationship with the Newman family, will also feel like her world is collapsing when faced with Ian's return. These relationships will face many new challenges, not only the power struggles, but also the fight to protect themselves and their families. What's next? The question of whether Ian Ward is really leaving the show forever is still something that viewers cannot easily ignore. The scene of the ambulance taking Ian away with a tragic conclusion has made many people think that everything is over. However, in the world of The Young and the Restless, surprises are always possible. As the plot continues to develop, it is possible that Ian will return, not only to confront Victor Newman, but also to face the consequences of his past crimes. Whether Ian can find redemption or whether he will continue to live in the dark is a question that viewers will need to follow in the upcoming episodes. Meanwhile, the Newman family, especially Victor, will continue to face difficult decisions. Can they protect everything they have built? Can old wounds be healed, or will they continue to lead to new wars? The Young and the Restless always knows how to keep viewers in suspense, and the story of Ian Ward has never been simple. Whether or not he's truly gone, one thing's for sure: Ian's return could spell some dramatic change in the Newman family's world. Life and death are never easy in Genoa City, and Ian's return is something no one can predict. We'll have to wait and see, but anything is possible on a show like The Young and the Restless, and Ian Ward probably won't be going away so easily. The Young and the Restless is about to explode with drama as Sally Spectra discovers she's pregnant, only to catch Billy Abbott cheating with Phyllis Summers. Just when Sally thought she had a future with Billy, her world is shattered in the most shocking way possible. How will she handle this double betrayal? Will she expose Billy and Phyllis, or walk away without a fight? Let's break down all the drama. Sally's unexpected pregnancy. What will she do? Sally has been through her fair share of heartbreak in Genoa City, but nothing could prepare her for this. Just as she begins to suspect she's pregnant, a test confirms it: she's carrying Billy's child. Will she tell Billy the truth right away, or keep it a secret? Is she even ready to be a mother after everything she's been through? And how will this pregnancy change the power dynamics in Genoa City? Sally knows that having Billy's baby will forever tie them together, whether she likes it or not. But before she can even process this life-changing news, she walks into a scene that destroys her faith in him forever. Billy and Phyllis, a forbidden affair exposed. Billy has always been known for making reckless decisions, but cheating on Sally with Phyllis? That's a betrayal no one saw coming. How does Sally catch them? A secret meeting? A passionate embrace? Or something even worse? Is Phyllis using Billy, or is this the start of something real? Will Jack, Summer, or even Victoria get involved in this messy love triangle? One thing is certain: Sally won't take this lying down. Sally's revenge. How will she make Billy and Phyllis pay? Sally Spectra isn't one to sit back and cry over betrayal. Instead, she strikes back. Some possible ways Sally could turn the tables: expose the affair to everyone. She could humiliate Billy and Phyllis in front of Jack, Summer, and the entire Abbott family. Lie about the baby's father. Could she claim someone else is the father to keep Billy out of her life forever? Go after revenge through business. With her sharp mind and ambition, Sally could destroy Billy professionally before he even sees it coming. The question is, will she take the high road or unleash her fury? What's next for Billy, Phyllis, and Sally? With emotions running high, Genoa City is about to face a love triangle more explosive than ever. Will Billy regret losing Sally, or will he fall deeper into Phyllis's trap? Will Phyllis use this to get revenge on Diane and Jack? And will Sally's pregnancy change everything for the Abbotts? Drama is about to explode in The Young and the Restless as secrets, betrayals, and unexpected decisions send shockwaves through Genoa City. Phyllis Summers finds herself at the center of chaos once again when she learns about Billy Abbott's covert trip to Paris. What was supposed to be a quiet getaway turns into a massive scandal when Phyllis discovers that Billy has been keeping this secret from her, and she is not one to let things slide. Furious and feeling betrayed, Phyllis confronts Billy in an explosive showdown that will leave everyone stunned. Her anger knows no bounds as she demands to know what he was really up to in Paris. Could it be a business deal? Or is there something far more personal behind his hush-hush travel plans? Phyllis is determined to uncover the truth, and she won't rest until she gets the answers she wants. Meanwhile, Kyle Abbott finds himself caught in a difficult and emotional dilemma. Torn between his growing relationship with Claire Grace and his deep-rooted history with Summer Newman, Kyle's heart is in turmoil. While Claire has been by his side recently, offering him the fresh start he thought he needed, the undeniable connection between him and Summer resurfaces at the worst possible moment. Summer's presence makes Kyle question everything, forcing him to reevaluate his choices. Just when it seems like he's ready to fully commit to Claire, an unexpected moment with Summer reignites old feelings. The tension builds as Kyle struggles with his emotions, ultimately making a shocking decision that could change everything. As Kyle wrestles with his feelings, Claire senses that something is off. She notices the hesitation in Kyle's actions and the distant look in his eyes whenever Summer is around. Desperate to hold on to what they've built, Claire tries to reassure herself that Kyle's love for her is real. But deep down, she fears that she may never fully compete with Summer, who has always been a major part of Kyle's life. The turning point comes when Kyle makes a bold choice, one that will send shockwaves through Genoa City. Will he follow his heart and reunite with Summer, leaving Claire heartbroken? Or will he push past his history with Summer and take a chance on a new future with Claire? Phyllis, never one to stand idly by, finds herself entangled in Kyle's messy love life as well. She has always been fiercely protective of Summer, and when she realizes that her daughter could be caught in yet another love triangle, she wastes no time taking action. Phyllis isn't afraid to call out Kyle for his indecision, reminding him of all the times he's hurt Summer in the past. But Kyle isn't the only one facing Phyllis' wrath. Claire also gets caught in the crossfire as Phyllis makes it clear that she doesn't believe Claire is the right person for Kyle. Her interference only adds more fuel to the fire, setting the stage for a dramatic confrontation between all parties involved. With emotions running high, shocking truths coming to light, and relationships hanging in the balance, The Young and the Restless delivers another week of unforgettable drama. Phyllis' anger over Billy's secret trip could lead to even bigger revelations, while Kyle's torn heart leaves two women wondering where they truly stand in his life. One thing is for sure, nothing will ever be the same again after this. Stay tuned for the fallout. The new season of The Young and the Restless is delivering intense storylines centered around the confrontation between Damon King, Amy Lewis, and Nate. As secrets gradually come to light, their relationships become increasingly strained and unpredictable. Damon King's scheme to divide the family. Damon is an ambitious man who will stop at nothing to achieve his goals. He tells Nate that Amy is not his biological mother and that she is merely using his feelings for her own gain. This revelation leaves Nate confused and full of doubt. Damon not only aims to break the bond between Amy and Nate, but also to plant seeds of suspicion in Nate's heart. However, will Nate blindly believe Damon's words, or will he continue to trust the mother who has raised him? A tense meeting at Nate's apartment. In an effort to uncover the truth, Amy and Nate decide to confront Damon. During this encounter, a shocking revelation is made. Nate is actually Damon's biological father. This truth shakes Damon to his core, making him question everything he thought he knew about his family. To make matters worse, Damon learns that Amy is seriously ill. However, instead of showing sympathy, he sees this as an opportunity to manipulate the situation to his advantage, further escalating tensions between them. A difficult decision. Damon is torn between his personal ambitions and his newfound family ties. Meanwhile, Amy only wants to protect her son and keep their family together. Nate, struggling with doubt and pain, must come to terms with the truth. Will Damon abandon his schemes and accept his family, or will he continue to chase his own interests? Can Amy and Nate overcome this challenge and preserve their relationship? The answers will unfold in the upcoming episodes of The Young and the Restless. The relationship between Summer, Kyle, and Harrison. Alongside Damon's drama, the evolving dynamics between Summer Newman, Kyle Abbott, and their son, Harrison Locke, have also captured viewers' attention. During a family outing, Harrison's joy in spending time with both parents sparks speculation about a possible reunion between Summer and Kyle. However, their relationship is complicated by Claire Newman, Summer's cousin, who is currently dating Kyle. Claire doesn't want Summer and Kyle to reunite, and she is also facing opposition from her grandfather, Victor Newman. Claire's conflict with Victor Newman. Victor, a powerful and strong-willed man, does not approve of Claire's relationship with Kyle. Determined to change his mind, Claire seeks advice from her mother, Victoria Newman. However, even Victoria realizes that this situation could cause further division in their family. Meanwhile, Kyle is caught between two Newman women. He must make a choice without hurting either of them. Can Claire persuade Victor to accept her relationship with Kyle? If not, will she continue dating Kyle despite her family's disapproval, or will she be forced to give up? The future of Summer and Kyle. Harrison might be the key to making Summer and Kyle realize that they still love each other. Will they rekindle their romance for their son's sake, or will Kyle's relationship with Claire continue? The upcoming episodes of The Young and the Restless promise more secrets, schemes, and life-changing decisions. Love, loyalty, and forgiveness will play a crucial role in shaping the future of these characters as their dramatic journeys unfold. Genoa City is about to be rocked by another jaw-dropping twist. Tara Locke is back, and her sudden return is sending shockwaves through The Young and the Restless. But just as quickly as she arrives, a heartbreaking moment with Harrison turns her world upside down, forcing her to leave Genoa City in tears. What did Harrison say that shattered Tara's confidence, and how will Kyle and Summer react to her unexpected appearance? Let's dive into the drama. Tara's shocking comeback. Why is she back? Tara Locke vanished from Genoa City after her scheming ways were exposed, leaving behind a trail of deception, heartbreak, and a fractured relationship with Kyle and Harrison. She was sent to prison for fraud, but now, out of nowhere, she's back. Is she seeking redemption? Does she want to reclaim Harrison? Or is this just another one of her manipulative schemes? Whatever her reason, Tara's presence is bound to stir up chaos, especially for Summer and Kyle. Kyle and Summer's perfect life, about to be destroyed? Ever since Tara left, Kyle Abbott and Summer Newman have built a strong and happy life with Harrison. They've worked hard to give the boy stability, love, and a drama-free upbringing, something Tara could never provide. But Tara's sudden reappearance threatens to reopen old wounds. Will Kyle feel torn between his past and present? Will Summer go into full protective mode to keep Tara away from Harrison? And most importantly, will Harrison even recognize or want his mother back? Harrison's heartbreaking words, the moment that breaks Tara. Tara arrives with hopes of reconnecting with Harrison, but the moment she lays eyes on him, her world comes crashing down. In a shocking and emotional scene, Harrison says just one sentence, and it's enough to bring Tara to tears. While the exact words haven't been revealed yet, sources suggest that Harrison may say something like, "You're not my mommy. I don't remember you. I don't want you to stay." For a woman who once believed she could manipulate her way back into her son's life, hearing those words is a crushing reality check. Tara's emotional breakdown. Why she leaves Genoa City again. After Harrison's devastating words, Tara realizes the truth. She has no place in his life anymore. Kyle and Summer make it clear that Harrison is thriving without her, and any attempt to force her way back into his world would only hurt him. With her manipulations exposed and her son rejecting her, Tara makes a stunning decision. She leaves Genoa City, possibly for good. But is this truly the last we'll see of her? Or could she return even more determined to reclaim her son? What happens next? Tara's return may be short-lived, but it leaves a lasting impact on Kyle, Summer, and Harrison. Will Kyle feel guilty about keeping Tara away from their son? Will Summer and Tara face off in a dramatic showdown? And could this emotional moment spark another unexpected twist? One thing is certain, my and our fans won't want to miss a second of this drama. Stay tuned as The Young and the Restless delivers another explosive storyline that will leave Genoa City reeling. The Young and the Restless spoiler shock, The Monster Within, a tale of betrayal, vengeance, and the unraveling of family ties. In the turbulent maze of tangled relationships and long-buried secrets, one truth has emerged that threatens to shatter the fragile balance of a once peaceful life. Claire, a woman with a past as dark as it is complex, has finally uncovered the root cause of Kyle's recent coldness and his increasing closeness to Summer. The revelation is as brutal as it is heartbreaking. It is Harrison who stands in the center of this emotional storm. Harrison, a young boy whose innocent face belies the storm of emotions he has unwittingly ignited, has become an unlikely pawn in a dangerous game of allegiance and rejection. Every word he utters, every gesture he makes in support of Summer as his rightful mother, cuts deeply into Claire's soul. His public declarations, which seem harmless to onlookers, are in fact a clear renunciation of Claire, a rejection so profound that it has unleashed something monstrous within her. For most people, the very idea of causing harm to a child is unimaginable. Yet for Claire, a spark has been lit in the dark recesses of her being, a part of herself that she had long hoped would remain dormant. It is a side of her that once emerged during her turbulent days with Jordan, a period when her inner demons were unrestrained and her actions were guided by a relentless desire for control and vengeance. When life is calm and predictable, this monstrous persona is kept at bay. However, in times of distress and personal turmoil, it resurfaces with a vengeance, clawing its way back into the forefront of her identity. The knowledge of Harrison's unwavering support for Summer and his consequent dismissal of her has driven Claire to the brink of fury. In her eyes, Harrison is no longer a harmless child, but a living embodiment of betrayal, a constant reminder of the love she once had and the respect she lost. This realization has set her on a perilous course. Claire now sees no other option but to eliminate the source of her pain. She has resolved, in a chilling moment of clarity, to kill Harrison. At that point, all semblance of Kyle's decisions or any form of parental compromise is cast aside in the wake of her overwhelming need for retribution. Kyle, caught in the crossfire of this internal family war, finds himself at a dangerous crossroads. His once unwavering trust in Claire is now clouded by an awareness of the dark, unpredictable force that lurks within her. As he watches the events unfold, he is forced to confront a harsh reality. The very person he once admired and loved is now capable of unspeakable actions. Kyle's intuition tells him that he must remain vigilant, not only for his sake, but more importantly, for the sake of his son Harrison. This unfolding drama is not merely about a mother's descent into madness. It is also a stark exploration of how our past can shape our present in the most unpredictable ways. Claire's transformation is a vivid reminder that the human psyche is a fragile construct, one that can fracture and reveal hidden depths of cruelty and desperation when pushed to its limits. In her case, the tranquility of a peaceful life had long kept her darker inclinations at bay, much like a storm held in check by the calm before the tempest. However, as challenges mount and personal grief compounds, that dormant part of her spirit awakens, hungry for the satisfaction of revenge. The parallel between Claire's present and her time with Jordan is both striking and unsettling. Back then, the line between love and hate was blurred, and the monstrous side of her personality was free to dominate without restraint. Now, as she battles feelings of abandonment and jealousy, that same beast emerges with renewed vigor. It is as if the darkness within her is a living entity, a parasitic force that feeds on her emotional pain and grows stronger with every slight, every perceived betrayal. In this state of inner turmoil, Claire's fixation on eliminating Harrison is both a cry for help and a declaration of war. For her, Harrison is not just a child. He is the living symbol of everything that has gone wrong in her life. By targeting him, she believes she can reclaim a sense of control and authority that has been lost to time and circumstance. Yet in doing so, she risks not only the life of an innocent boy, but also the possibility of further fracturing the already tenuous bonds of family loyalty. Harrison, who has unwittingly become the center of this emotional maelstrom, now finds himself in grave danger. His every interaction, every innocent word of support for Summer, is twisted in the eyes of a mother consumed by bitterness and regret. The child's plight is a silent testament to the collateral damage that can occur when personal vendettas override all semblance of maternal instinct.